On the show, I lost the game. The punishment is to send a message to the person who is pinned on WeChat, saying that you are busy and deliberately not replying to see the other party's reaction. My pinned photo is of my ex-girlfriend, the movie queen Linda. Linda. What's up? Want to get back together? Oh, I knew you couldn't leave me. Little guy, am I someone you can get back together with whenever you want? Do I look so cheap? Impossible. Where are the people? Which wild woman held my hand? It's so funny, would I want to get back together with you? I don't like you at all now, and I don't want to get back together with you. You are really pretending. But if you ask me, I can consider it. Best line photos. Sorry, I sent it to the wrong person. You probably didn't see it? Where are you? Well, I couldn't sleep because I missed you. Which woman were you chatting with until midnight? Woo baby, I miss you so much, I want to get back together with you, give me a chance. Tomcat kneels down and begs for mercy. JPG. Since we broke up, you have ignored me for 7 days, 5 hours, 38 minutes, and 52 seconds. It hasn't been this long since we broke up before, do you not love me anymore? The entire internet exploded instantly. I was so embarrassed that I felt ashamed. Linda's fans were also excited. I am a second-tier actor in the entertainment industry. At first, in order to promote and increase the popularity of a low-budget web drama I participated in, the crew arranged for us to participate in a variety show. When I was playing games on the variety show, my limbs were not coordinated, and I lost the game in less than 2 minutes with my magical body movements. My teammates looked at my operation, and finally said helplessly, "You played very well, but you are not allowed to play again next time." After the game is over, the punishment phase begins. The punishment is that each member of the losing party is asked to take out their mobile phone, send a message to the person pinned on WeChat, saying that they have something to talk to the other person about, and then not reply to the message after the other person replies to see how the other person reacts. The male lead in my team was the first to finish, and I was the last one. I saw that the male lead in the same team had a pinned photo of his angry mother, which really brought the show to its full potential. I kept an impeccable smile on my face, but inside I was falling apart. Because the person pinned to the top of my WeChat account is my ex-girlfriend, the popular film actress Linda. Apart from filming, Linda is not active in front of the public. After 5 years of debut, she has not participated in even one variety show. She often says, an actor should have a sense of mystery, and my main job is acting. Therefore, in the eyes of the entertainment industry and netizens, she is a cold and introverted actress. Only I know that Linda is actually a spoiled, pretentious, and love-obsessed person. When I first debuted, she kept pestering me to announce our relationship, but I refused because of the huge gap in our status. Later, we broke up due to disagreements. We have been together for 8 years, and breaking up is commonplace. In the past, she would act pitiful and sympathetic within 3 days of breaking up, but this time it has been a week, and I just hope she won't act like a demon again. While I was praying silently in my heart, the teammates in front of me had completed their penalties one after another, and I was the only one left. There was another young actress whose message was pinned to the top by her agent, but he was probably too busy and did not reply, so the next best option was to choose the person with the latest news. I prayed silently that Linda was busy and didn't see the message, then I took out my phone, opened Linda's WeChat and sent a message as required by the punishment. The note I gave Linda was ex-wife's sister because we broke up so many times, and I changed the note to this in a fit of anger after one of the breakups, and never changed it again after that. Linda and I had many arguments because of this note, so we broke up again. On the show, everyone had different expressions when they saw this note, and the audience in the auditorium began to get agitated. When a relatively famous young actor reveals his love affair during his rising period, it will definitely make headlines, and this note may make the news even bigger. I prayed that the busy Linda would reply to my message immediately and break my fantasy, but she really did reply immediately. "What's up?" Then, all kinds of news bombarded in an instant. "Want to get back together? Oh, I knew you couldn't leave me. Little guy, am I someone you can get back together with whenever you want? Do I look so cheap? Impossible. Where are the people? Which wild woman held my hand? It's so funny, would I want to get back together with you? I have sealed my heart and locked up my love now. You can't shake my determination at all. I don't like you at all now, and I don't want to get back together with you. You are really pretending. But if you ask me, I can consider it. Best line photos. Sorry, I sent it to the wrong person. You probably didn't see it? There wasn't even a time gap in between. Where are you? Well, I couldn't sleep because I missed you. Which woman were you chatting with until midnight? When I saw this, I was so upset that I wanted to put my phone back immediately, but the notification ringing kept going. The program group is a veteran program group, with a backer, and they really dare to play. There have been traffic stars who have been ruined in the punishment part of the program before, but in the end the stars were forgotten and the program went on as usual. I'm a young guy just starting out in my career and I can't afford to offend him. Oh, no, my house is about to collapse. I know, you just treat me like a dog by your side, you are just trying to hook me. Bad man. I see through your true nature. I won't be fooled by you again. Don't try to play tricks on me again. The first move of the sword manual, without love, you are a god.jpg. Stay away from bad man.jpg. Heartbroken puppy in the rain.jpg. Why didn't you reply to the message? Do you want me to comfort you? You wish, huh? Are you really ignoring me? If you don't ignore me, I'll go home and kneel on the durian and keyboard, okay? Woo baby, I miss you so much, I want to get back together with you, give me a chance. Tomcat kneels down and begs for mercy.jpg. Since we broke up, you have ignored me for 7 days, 5 hours, 38 minutes, and 52 seconds. It hasn't been this long since we broke up before, do you not love me anymore? I was devastated when I saw this. Linda, don't be too outrageous. You dare to say anything. The other party obviously felt that this was not enough and directly made a video call. It's over. My first reaction was that my heart sank. If it was just the beginning, I could still use the excuse that it was a WeChat message, and netizens wouldn't be able to find Linda based on a profile picture alone. But now, the real person came directly to me, and the host was eager to watch the fun and urged me to answer the phone. I am devastated and can already think of tomorrow's hot search terms. Hashtag David Linda hashtag. Hashtag David's ex-girlfriend hashtag. Hashtag Linda, the domestic entertainment queen. I suspect that given Linda's personality, she would probably be proud to claim the last entry. I answered the video call tremblingly. Because it was a game penalty, in order for the audience to see clearly, the mobile phone was connected to the large screen projection of the program. On the high-definition big screen, there is the face of actress Linda, who is praised by fans as the domestic entertainment model face. The high nose bridge and deep eyes light up the moment the video is connected. Everyone at the scene was stunned. No one could have imagined that the pinned ex-girlfriend of a second-tier actor was actually a famous actress. The whole audience was silent for a moment, and then they were instantly excited. Everyone on the internet knows that Linda officially announced her relationship when she debuted. Her boyfriend is an outsider and she doesn't want to be noticed too much, so she never revealed his appearance and name. No one expected that 8 years later, Linda's mysterious boyfriend would actually enter the entertainment industry and expose everything in such a socially dead link. The program crew and the guests obviously didn't expect that a game punishment could be related to a top actress. This is a big melon, let them digest it. I looked at the phone. Linda was clearly still in a state of confusion. She felt a little awkward when the call was connected. She then complained, "You have ignored me for 7 days. Don't you want me anymore? I know you don't cherish me after you get me. Who's behind you?" Linda only then noticed the guest behind me, and her eyes were fixed on the resident MC Mr. Yi Jingya behind me. Seeing this, Teacher Yi came forward to greet Linda in a friendly tone, and it was obvious that they had a good relationship. "Teacher Chi, long time no see, David and I are recording a program." He also picked up his cell phone and turned to the side, symbolically showing everyone present to Linda. Linda was stunned when she saw the seniors she had worked with and had a good relationship with, as well as the guests and the audience. Then she looked at me expressionlessly and asked, "Is the message you just sent a request for a segment of the show?" I nodded. Teacher Yi beside me obviously misunderstood and thought Linda would feel embarrassed. Just as she was about to comfort her. "So, baby, can we make it official?" Before Teacher Yi could even open his mouth, Linda showed a surprised expression on her face, and then looked at me expectantly. I looked at the frozen Teacher Yi and the other shocked guests beside him, and felt a little sympathetic. To be honest, there are not many people like Linda who are so obsessed with love. When everyone was worried that she would be socially dead or angry because of the news, the only thing on her mind was the official announcement. Of course not. I had been in the industry for almost 2 years, and she has been pestering me to make an official announcement for almost 2 years. Now that she has the chance to make the official announcement, Linda is completely immersed in joy. She struck while the iron was hot. "Hello, I'm David's girlfriend and future wife, Linda." She even greeted them seriously, causing a commotion in the audience. I looked at Linda, who was smiling like an idiot, and held my forehead helplessly. Linda had originally planned to take a nap, rest, and recharge her energy for tomorrow's work, but now that she encountered this scene, she was no longer sleepy. In the eyes of the public, the image of the cold and reserved actress collapsed instantly. She knew that the production crew had projected the video on a large screen with their mobile phones, and the audience could see it, so she started the topic directly, preparing to tell the world about our 8-year love story. Teacher, you watched her go off on a tangent, even talking about unborn children. The smile on his face froze, and he quickly interrupted her, said a few words of commercial flattery, and then hung up the phone. He wiped his face. Fortunately, he hung up quickly, otherwise there would not be enough time for the next process. After the show ended, the incident instantly became a hot topic on the internet. Linda and I were the top of the trending searches, and what pushed the incident to a climax was Linda's official Weibo announcement. Linda V, this is my boyfriend David. I looked at the official announcement on Weibo and remembered that when I first debuted, I played a gentle but scheming male second in a costume drama. Because of my likable character, good acting skills, and handsome looks, I attracted a lot of fans as soon as the show was aired. Some fans even edited out the highlights from the show, which was Linda's favorite during that time. But many fans on the comments were calling her husband, and the love-brained Linda couldn't stand it, so she posted a small account. Is he your husband? Why are you calling him? This is my husband, watch your words. Because it hadn't been officially announced at the time, and because it was a smooth account, Linda's remarks were seen as a joke between fans, and were even turned into a meme, which caused a minor sensation. Linda was withdrawn for a while, and then she started pestering me for compensation. My goodness, she still holds a grudge against me. Less than an hour after this Weibo post was published, the comment section was occupied by both true fans and anti-fans. Linda, my wife, the revenge of stealing my wife. Irreconcilable. Linda's little rice cake, I've stopped being a fan. Did you ever think about your fans' feelings when you were dating during your rising period? Linda V replied to Linda's Xiao Nian Gao, we have been together for 8 years, not to mention the rising period, we also talked about the low period, thank you. Nian Gao Gao Gao, congratulations to Linda for officially announcing her relationship. Linda V replied to Nian Gao Gao Gao, thank you. Momo, I am dying of laughter. You are so good at licking me. Linda V replied to Momo, you don't want to lick such a handsome husband? Below is Linda, who never tires of fighting against haters. Her fighting power is really amazing. When netizens heard that Linda was going to perform in person, they all came to watch. Linda seemed to think that this was not enough, and even changed her profile picture and background on all platforms to my selfie, for fear that no one would know about our relationship. Summer of 13 years, no way, someone wouldn't make an official announcement before getting back together, right? This hot review directly hit Linda's pain point, so she chose to ignore it. Fortunately, Linda has been following the path of a talented actress in recent years. She does not participate in variety shows, has good acting skills, and has won many awards. Basically, the fans she has accumulated are career fans. In addition, Linda admitted that she already has a boyfriend when she debuted. Most of her fans accepted this official announcement of love and congratulated Linda. Some even urged her to get married soon. Of course, there are also a small number of irrational boyfriend fans who are clamoring to stop being fans. Overall, it is a happy result. On the other hand, the edited variety shows were also uploaded to the platform. Those netizens who just saw the trending search online directly clicked on this episode of the dramatic variety show. Perhaps because it was too popular, the production team not only did not cut this segment, but edited it out in advance for publicity, and even gave it a title. The film queen officially announces her relationship. The ratings for this episode of the variety show were unprecedentedly high, and the barrage was full of comments from fans. Ha 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 ha. I'm dying of laughter. David's single attack tricked out Queen Chee's ultimate and flash. Ha 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 ha. I don't really like you, you're really pretending, baby, please give me a chance. So is actress Chi really that good? Don't say that. Linda's abs look so astringent, it looks like she could spend 3 days and 3 nights doing it. Her face is red. The person above, you are so good at talking, are you going to die? I am LSP and I want to say first, I want to see the live version. +1. There are so many +1s below, it's obvious that everyone really wants to watch it. The only thing that is the toughest about actress Chi is her mouth. The topic of the barrage became more and more off topic. Many people tripped over the pants on the ground as soon as they entered. Some people were even selling pants wholesale in the barrage. As soon as I got off the plane, I returned to the large flat that Linda and I shared. Linda bought this large flat when she was just starting her career, and she has lived in it for almost 4 years. Because it carried so many memories, Linda's career later flourished and she earned more and more money, but she never moved again. Linda was out of town for a promotion at the time, so I went home, washed up, and sat on the sofa to check Weibo. Linda's End has added several more entries on Weibo. When I saw this, I didn't even dare to click on the hot search comments section, because it was full of scenes of pants sale. At this time Linda also came back. I looked at her smug look, picked up a pillow from the sofa and threw it at her. Linda reacted quickly, caught the pillow, looked at me warily, and said jokingly, "If you lose the pillow, don't lose me." I looked at her trying to be naughty and rolled my eyes helplessly. Linda observed my expression and saw that I didn't seem really angry, so she rushed over and sat on the sofa, hugged me, buried her face in my collarbone, and said in a somewhat aggrieved tone, "Baby, you have ignored me for 7 days. Do you know how I spent these 7 days?" I looked at the crying monster in my arms. Although I felt helpless, I felt more sweet. Linda looked at me warily, and when she saw that I didn't move, she said, "I miss you so much that I can't eat. I've lost a lot of weight. You have to make it up to me." As she spoke, she put her arms around my waist, raised her head, and stared at me with sparkling eyes as if there were thousands of stars in them. No matter how many times I see Linda's smiling face, I always feel my heart beating. I hugged her, held her charming face devoutly, and kissed her. I couldn't hide my relationship any longer, so I posted a Weibo, David V, "Dear girlfriend Linda," reposting Linda's Weibo. The comment section was immediately flooded with a bunch of passers-by and Linda's fans, all sending their blessings. One fan directly dug out a CP Super topic that was established a long time ago with only 5 people, and fans joined in one after another. The CP topic, which originally had only 5 people, gained hundreds of thousands of fans overnight. On the show, Linda's love-minded speech directly attracted a large number of fans to the CP topic, and some people even dug up the early sweet stories between the two. For example, the same couple's phone case shown in the selfie, the object of Linda's affection described in the interview on the show was exactly David himself, and she kept calling him my boyfriend in the interview, which made the CP fans go crazy. Some people even followed the clues and found out that the person who created the CP Super topic was Linda's own Smurf account. Linda did not hide it and directly forwarded the CP output on her big account. In summary, she really loves it. CP fans are just like celebrating the new year. While other CP fans are still producing their own imaginations, Linda and David's CP fans are just stuffing candy into the mouths of the real couple and asking, "Is it enough?" The fans were so sweet that they seemed to have diabetes. At the same time, Linda took on a movie script, but the director couldn't find a second male lead he liked. After seeing the trending searches and understanding David's image and acting skills, the director handed the script directly to Linda without saying a word. Linda accompanied me to the audition for the role. After the director saw my performance, he gave the role to me. So, Linda and I were packaged together by our agent and joined the crew. This movie is a suspenseful, high-IQ crime film with 2 female protagonists. Judging from the production team, it is obviously aiming for a big award. Linda plays a high-IQ criminal and a female villain in the movie. On the surface, she is a gentle forensic doctor who helps the police solve cases, but in fact she is a serial killer. In the end, she is discovered and killed by another female protagonist. The second male lead is the direct factor that turns the female villain into a serial killer. He is the only pure white in the deep bloody memory of the female protagonist. The second male lead does not have many scenes and is only in the early stage, But he is extremely important and is the key role that drives the villain protagonist to extremes. My scenes were basically all related to Linda's character. Every time the director called cut, Linda would come up to me and stick to me, under the pretext of rehearsing lines. The other decent female lead in the movie is Kelly, a young actress who has been gaining popularity recently. She was nominated for the Best Actress at the Golden Horse Awards some time ago, but unfortunately lost to the Best Actress at the previous Golden Horse Awards. Kelly is obsessed with looks, and she got hooked on Linda the first time she saw her. I always get a little jealous when I see her. But Linda likes to stick with me the most. When the director called cut, Linda couldn't wait to run over and sit with me. When Kelly came over, she saw the two of us sitting together, shoulder to shoulder, chatting. There was resentment in her eyes, and when she looked at Linda, it was exactly the expression of a husband watching his wife cheating on him. Linda felt a little uncomfortable being stared at, so she greeted her. "Kelly, is your part over?" "Well, it's over," Kelly said faintly, still looking at Linda with a resentful expression, and the whole person exuded a resentful aura of "come and comfort me." She also cast her eyes towards the stool where I was sitting. Linda said, "Forget it, I'll go first. Let Yen sit on the stool. I'm not tired." After all, she was so tired from filming just now. Kelly felt bored when she saw Linda leave, so she found an excuse and left. I looked at Linda with a bit of resentment in my eyes. Linda sensed my emotions, threw herself into my arms, and acted like a spoiled child to me. I looked at her acting like a spoiled child to me, and instantly I couldn't think of anything else, and I just hugged her and became sick. During the filming, Kelly always disturbed Linda and I. After she saw the video of that variety show, she stuck to Linda and said, "Why did Teacher David say you were pretending?" Unlike me, I wouldn't say that to Linda. I was so angry that my face twisted. For the first time I regretted joining this crew with my girlfriend. I thought I only had to be on guard against men outside, but I didn't expect that I had to be on guard against women now. Because I was the second male lead, my scenes were only in the early stage, and in the memories of the female lead, so I finished filming early. Linda still had half of her scenes to go. After finishing filming, my agent got me a script for a modern drama, and I joined another crew seamlessly. When Linda knew that I was leaving the crew after finishing filming, she pulled me to bed for a long time before I coaxed her into submission. The film was completed in less than 3 months and was scheduled to be released during the Spring Festival. The director organized a wrap-up party and almost all the crew members came. At the main actors' table, Kelly sat on Linda's left and I sat on her right. Kelly kept picking up food for Linda, and I didn't want to be outdone, so I kept putting food into Linda's bowl, until there was a small mountain of food in Linda's bowl. When it came to the toasting session, I didn't drink because I was allergic to alcohol, but Linda and Kelly got really drunk. They felt a sense of mutual sympathy and cried together, as if they had met too late. Kelly cried and said, "Linda, I have liked you for a long time. Ever since you debuted and played the role of the aloof senior sister, I have been a fan of you. You are my fan. Woo woo woo, my girl, why are you in love? Mom doesn't allow you to fall in love." It seemed that he was really drunk and couldn't speak clearly. She leaned on my shoulder, looking drunk. "You are wrong. You are my fan. Yes, you are my fan. Woohoo, my daughter, you are too young to fall in love." The drunkard could no longer tell east from west and north from south, and just wanted to express his tears. I listened to her and scratched my head. It seemed that there was no problem. In the end, Linda was overwhelmed by Kelly's crying and hugged her and cried, "Mom, I will break up with this scumbag right now. I listened to you." Maybe because I didn't want to make it public over the years, Linda always looked at me with resentment, as if she was looking at a scumbag. Linda was so drunk that she made the decision without caring about anything else. "Okay, break up." I looked at the two drunks hugging each other and crying. I rubbed my brows helplessly, pulled her and Kelly apart, and hugged her like a princess. "Linda is drunk, I have to excuse myself first." The director and the other middle-aged men were still talking about important things. After hearing what they said, they asked me to take Linda away. I carried Linda out of the hotel, looked at the drunk in my arms, and thought about how she and Kelly had just cried and called me a scumbag. I felt bad and couldn't help but bite her cheek. Linda felt a pain on her face and dazedly shouted, "David, there's an assassin." I quickly comforted her. "It's okay, I've driven the assassin away." I always knew that Linda cared a lot about status. Perhaps because of her original family background, she feels particularly insecure. But I have always been a bit chauvinistic in my heart, and I always feel that I have to reach a certain level to be worthy of her. So no matter how she made a fuss and wanted to make it public, I didn't give in. But now, I looked at Linda in my arms, and for the first time I felt that going public might not be such a bad thing. Linda drank too much and felt a slight headache from the wind outside. She broke free from my embrace, staggered, and stood in front of me, pointing at herself and speaking slowly, "David, I want you to carry me." I looked at her, thinking of what happened just now. My eyes were a little dangerous, and I pinched her face. "Who did you just say was a scumbag?" Although I knew she was having a bad temper, I couldn't help but feel angry. She covered her face and said aggrievedly, "David. David is a scumbag. David is a big bad guy." I pinched the flesh on her cheek and refused to let go. "Who do you say is the big bad guy?" "The little heartless one." She muttered, "It's not me anyway." I looked down at her. Yen is right. You dared not to announce it to me before, and you dared to pinch me today. I want to break up with you. She quickly pulled her face away from my hands, walked around behind me, and jumped onto my back. "Carry me. Carry me." I bent down, she jumped on top, and I held her thighs firmly. I carried Linda on my back and walked forward step by step. Looking at the lights of thousands of homes in front of me, an idea suddenly came to my mind. I asked, "Linda, will you marry me?" "Okay." Linda was probably so drunk that she didn't hear what I said clearly and just answered subconsciously. When I heard this answer, I lost my balance and almost fell down together with him. Fortunately, I steadied my pace and spoke after a long while. "What did you say?" She was shaken and woke up for a moment. "Ah?" I patiently guided her. "You just said that you are willing to marry me." Linda's head was spinning, and she couldn't think straight. She kept repeating what I said, "Yes, yes." I stopped, took her off my back, held her in my arms, took out my phone and pointed it at us. "Baby, say it again, are you willing to marry me?" Linda looked drunk, her face flushed, and she nodded randomly, "Yes, yes." The next day, when I sobered up, I played the video of Linda agreeing to my proposal in front of her. When Linda saw the video, her face instantly turned red. She said awkwardly, "I don't know who is unwilling to make an official announcement, huh?" Her arrogant and awkward look made my heart soften. I hugged her, kissed her cheek, and apologized sincerely. "I'm sorry, baby, I didn't know what was good for me before, but now I know I was wrong." Linda reluctantly accepted my apology. "Okay, I forgive you." She held the phone carefully and wouldn't let me touch it. "Let me keep this video." She watched her embarrassing appearance in the video and secretly vowed to never drink again. Then she complained proudly, "How can you propose like this?" The movie was in preparation for some time and was finally released during the Spring Festival. Linda and I wore masks, bought 2 movie tickets, and went to the cinema together. The two of them were huddled together like a couple in love. I watched the movie on the screen and it feels completely different from reading the script. The director is worthy of being a great director, both the storyboards and the close-ups of the actors are just right. Even though I had read the script, when I saw the movie I couldn't help but shed tears for the story of the heroine and her white moonlight. The movie was over and the young couple in the front row were about to leave. The girl wiped her tears with a tissue and the boy comforted her. I looked at Linda's red eyes and was about to hand her the paper, but she said stubbornly, "I'm not crying." I smiled dotingly. Okay, you didn't cry, it's just that the wind was too strong and blinded you." She looked at me and poked me with her elbow with a gloating look. "Don't you think the heroine and Bai Guang are so miserable?" I looked at her gently. "Yes, but it's just a movie." She wanted to say something else, but I interrupted her. "Movies are movies, and we are us." She looked at me with a serious expression, and the sadness in her heart gradually dissipated a little. She muttered, "How boring," and then took me home. After the movie was released, it achieved impressive box office results, leaving the second place during the Spring Festival far behind and taking the first place. In terms of awards, I basically won a Grand Slam. With my role as the second male lead in Bai Guang, I won the Best Supporting Actor award and my career has been booming. Many big directors have sent me scripts. On the day of the awards ceremony, when Linda won the Best Actress award, she once again proposed to me in front of the whole world. She was holding the ring that she had prepared for a long time, and she was so nervous that she almost made a big fool of herself. I looked at her, put my hand in hers, and said I do. The audience present were all fed up with the show, and people from all over the internet sent their blessings. It snowed that night, the heaviest snow F-City had seen in a long time. Linda stubbornly parked the car in the parking space outside the community, and then took me home in the snow. I carried her on my back, watching the heavy snow falling from the sky, and said with a smile, "Do you think we can be considered to be together till old age?" She caught a snowflake that fell on her hand and recalled a poem she had read in her youth: "If we can get wet in the snow together one day, we can grow old together in this life." She mischievously put her hands into my collar to warm them, which made me shiver. It doesn't count. It only counts if we grow old together. Ever since Linda proposed to me in front of the whole world, she has completely let herself go. When her agent called her to discuss vacation, she responded directly, "What, how do you know we're getting married in a month?" When a hater left a message in her comment section, she responded bluntly, "Alas, only people like you who don't have a family would sit on the internet and make mistakes every day. People like me who have a family are about to get married and are so busy that I don't have the time. I envy you so much." The Black fans were rendered speechless, while the CP fans laughed out loud in the comment section. For the first time, they felt that these Black fans who were attacked by spells were a bit pitiful. Later, many well-known people in the circle and big fans of CP's Super Topic were invited to Linda and I's century wedding. The entire wedding was live broadcasted, witnessing the love between us. After the wedding, we put aside our work and started our honeymoon trip around the world.